The human body is a brilliant piece of cosmic engineering that's as much a source of wonder as it is of woe. On one hand, it's a marvel of creation like a Swiss watch with all its gears, springs, and doodads ticking away in perfect harmony. The Archons, including our bone marrow maestro Abenlenarchei, have certainly outdone themselves in crafting something so complex, functional, and occasionally even beautiful. But as with all things in Gnostic thought, there's a catch. This finely tuned machine we call a body is also the ultimate Trojan horse, a vessel of suffering, a gilded cage that keeps the soul locked away from the true divine reality. While Abenlenarchei was busy making sure your bones weren't just hollow sticks, the rest of the Archons were equally hard at work on the other bits, crafting organs, pumping blood, and wiring up nerves, like some celestial IKEA assembly line. And they did a decent job, all things considered. The body works well enough to keep you alive, but in true Gnostic fashion, this creation is also deeply flawed. It's like being handed a shiny new sports car with a dodgy engine. You're thrilled until it breaks down. Bone marrow is not the kind of thing that usually steals the spotlight, but without it, you'd be in a right mess. Bone marrow is responsible for producing blood cells, which as it turns out are pretty important for staying alive. Abenlenarchei's job was to make sure your bones weren't just fancy ornaments, but actually did something useful, mostly keeping you from keeling over. Here's the irony. While bone marrow is essential for life, it's also part of the material trap that keeps your soul anchored to this flawed existence. In the Gnostic view, every beat of your heart, every drop of blood, and every cell of that precious marrow serves as a reminder that you're stuck in this grand cosmic charade. Abenlenarchei may have been meticulous in his work, but from a Gnostic perspective, his contribution is like adding a lock to an already well-secured prison. To the Gnostics, the human body is a bit of a cruel joke. It's a functional marvel and a well-oiled machine, but it's also a prison, a flashy, high-tech cell that keeps the soul from escaping to the higher realms of truth. The Archons, which also includes Abenlenarchei, might have had the best of intentions. Mostly they were probably just following orders. But the result is the same. The soul is trapped in a world that's far removed from the divine. The body is like a 5-star hotel with no exits. It has all the amenities, room service, plush pillows, mini bar, king-size bed, but you're not allowed to leave. And the more comfortable you get, the easier it is to forget that you're not supposed to be here forever. Abenlenarchei and his fellow Archons made sure the rooms were well appointed, but they also forgot to install the fire escape. Abenlenarchei's work in creating bone marrow is a prime example of the Gnostic paradox. Bone marrow is vital. Without it, your body would be about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. And this vital component ties you down to the physical realm. It ensures that your soul remains firmly ensconced in the body's grip, like designing the perfect prison cell with just enough comfort to make you forget you're locked up. The marrow produces blood which circulates through your body, keeping you alive and tethered to the material world. In the Gnostic narrative, the Archons, including Abenlenarchei, were skilled architects of this system. They created a body that's both functional and formidable, but also fundamentally flawed. Flawed because it's designed to keep the soul from recognizing its true nature and returning to the divine source. Abenlenarchei might not be the most famous Archon, but his role is crucial. He's like the unsung hero of a cosmic drama, quietly ensuring that the show goes on. Without him, the body would crumble and the whole material world scheme would fall apart. But in true Gnostic fashion, his legacy is a double-edged sword. The very thing he created to sustain life is also a mechanism of entrapment. The Gnostics weren't particularly fond of the physical world, and they certainly didn't see the body as something to be celebrated. They viewed it as a temporary, imperfect vessel, one that's meant to be transcended, not cherished. Abenlenarchei's handiwork, while impressive, is just another layer in the complex web of illusion that keeps the soul from ascending to higher realms. But what's the soul to do? The Gnostic path is all about breaking free from the confines of the flesh and the material world. Gnosis is the key to this liberation. It's through Gnosis that the soul awakens to its true nature, recognizing the body for what it is, a cleverly constructed cage built by well-meaning but ultimately misguided Archons. Abenlenarchei's creation, the bone marrow, is a perfect symbol of this entrapment. It's essential for life. It's also a reminder that life, as we know it, is a bit of a cosmic farce. The Gnostic seeker must see beyond the physical, recognizing that the body, no matter how well it functions, is just one more obstacle on the path to spiritual freedom. And in the end, Abenlenarchei is more than just a cosmic craftsman. He's a reminder of the dual nature of creation in Gnostic thought. His work is necessary, even admirable, but it's also a part of the grand deception. The body, for all its complexity and functionality, is ultimately a trap, a prison designed to keep the soul from realizing its true potential. So the next time you're at a dinner party and are thinking about bone marrow, or maybe you're alone and thinking about bone marrow, spare a thought for Abenlenarchei. He might not be as well known as some of the other cosmic players, but his role is just as important, and without him, the whole system would fall apart, but that's precisely the point. The Gnostic path involves seeing through the body's illusions, recognizing it for the trap it is, and striving for liberation from the material world. Abenlenarchei's role as the creator of bone marrow might seem small, but it's a key piece of the Gnostic puzzle. His work is a testament to the Archon's ability to create something that's both functional and flawed, a body that sustains life, but also keeps the soul imprisoned. The Gnostic seeker, armed with Gnosis, must see beyond this creation, recognizing the body for what it is. A temporary, imperfect vessel designed by beings who themselves are unaware of the true divine reality. And by understanding Abenlenarchei's place in the Gnostic narrative, we gain insight into the complex and often contradictory nature of the human body in Gnostic thought. It's a creation that's both impressive and imprisoning, a marvel of biological engineering that also serves as a cosmic trap. And while Abenlenarchei might take pride in his work, the Gnostic knows that true freedom lies beyond the physical, in the realm of the divine. Hey, we have a Patreon. If you want extra shows like the intermezzo or the artwork from all of our videos, check it out. Patreon.com/microphone therapy. All right, that's all I've got for today. If you like it, give us a like and subscribe. If you don't like it, that's okay too. Other than that, have a great day.